basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast, and then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team, and it was special.
Caitlin Clark has reportedly signed a lucrative marketing deal with Adidas, allegedly worth millions of dollars. Clark has become the face of the WNBA, shattering records and significantly elevating the profile of women's basketball.
Welcome to NBA Today. I'm Malika Andrews. We start our show in the W, where Caitlin Clark has just been named the 2024 Rookie of the Year. Clark averaged 19, 5, and 8 in her inaugural campaign, and she also led the league in assists. Clark's rookie season, it was historic.
Meanwhile, Nike seems to be dropping the ball. Despite signing Caitlin Clark to a deal, there's been no announcement of a signature shoe, no flashy ads, and nothing to indicate that Clark is even associated with them.
We talk about league attendance. The Indiana Fever, all right, with Caitlin Clark, led the league in attendance both home and on the road. Fever averaged 17,035 at home, 15,000 on the road. Attendance for the entire league up nearly 50% this year, according to data from across the timeline. And Indiana leads all teams with an average attendance of, like I said, of 17,035. Merchandise sales are up 450%. I'm going to repeat that. Merchandise sales are up 450% for the WNBA, according to Fanatics. So take those things into consideration. Yes, we're looking at the unanimous choice for AP Rookie of the Year, a first-team All WNBA, okay? 4th in the league in MVP voting, and we see all of these things. Certainly, she's going to be a great player. I think we see that. We see the capability on the basketball court. She can shoot, she can handle, she certainly can pass.
While Nike overlooked one of the best talents in American sports, Adidas swooped in, securing a deal that's got everyone buzzing and shaking up the sports world.
At the start of this year's WNBA season, it was announced that Caitlin Clark signed a massive endorsement deal with Nike. This deal was for 8 years, $28 million with a signature sneaker included. Now, at the time, a lot of us were so excited about this. Nike is obviously the biggest brand in athletic apparel, and Caitlin seemed to be a perfect fit for the brand.
Some fans are baffled, wondering how Nike let Caitlin Clark slip through their fingers. How do you have the next big thing in American sports on your roster and ignore her? It's like getting Michael Jordan or Larry Bird and putting them in charge of cleaning the locker room.
How are you feeling physically? And on top of that, what you assess just tonight and what you can take away from this performance and I guess pick up and try to get back at it Friday?
Yeah, obviously a tough night shooting the ball. It's going to happen. It's basketball. One of those nights. Overall, I didn't feel like I played bad. I felt, as a group, we really struggled to make shots that we had been making really since the start of the second half, and sometimes that's basketball. They're a great defensive team. They're going to be physical with me. They're strong. So that can kind of wear you down through the process of a game. Obviously I played 37 minutes and I subbed myself out right there in the first quarter for that little break. So probably would have gone all 40 again too. So I think just, prepare the best I can going forward. With the day in between, you really got to take time for your body. Definitely one of those nights shooting the ball. But then again, it's basketball, happens to everybody.
Adidas, on the other hand, is capitalizing on Clark's skyrocketing fame, giving her the royal treatment, while Nike is still trying to figure out what went wrong. Did Nike drop the ball on the biggest opportunity in women's sports, or are they playing some next-level chess while Adidas sticks to checkers?
And her WNBA season has come and gone. And with that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her. We have not seen any commercials. We have not seen any ads. We have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise. And we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature shoes. It is mind-blowing. When the deal was first announced, we also got to see the other offers that were on the table for Caitlin Clark. And as you can see, Under Armour offered her 4 years for $16 million, which by a year-by-year basis, she would actually be making more per year if she had signed with Under Armour. However, it was a shorter deal. Under Armour came to her and said that she could be the face of the women's line on the Steph Curry side because her and Steph's game is so similar. And I feel like looking back in retrospect, that might have been the perfect place for Kate.
Whatever the reason, it's shaping up to be a $28 million mistake. Stay with us as we take you through the drama, because it's just getting started. Nike, a global giant, has had the biggest athletes on their roster: LeBron James, the great Michael Jordan, and the legendary Kobe Bryant. Megastars like Steph Curry have also signed with Nike. Now, the question is, who's next?
Was Tisha Penichero back in 1998. And I think the other thing you look at is only 2 other rookies have ever finished in the top 4 in MVP voting. Of course, Candace Parker set the standard in 2008 when she also won MVP. Diana Taurasi finished 3rd in MVP voting in 2004. And of course, Caitlin Clark this year finished 4th. And then of course, when you look at what she helped do off of the court, there's not been another singular force like Caitlin Clark in terms of driving TV ratings and ticket sales. There's no comp for her in that regard.
Absolutely. She has been must-see all season long, and just to think where she is going to go from here is really, really exciting. I gotta say though, Rebecca, a lot of fans, they were anticipating Caitlin Clark becoming the 6th ever unanimous Rookie of the Year. Obviously, that did not come to fruition. She was just 1 vote shy. Were you surprised at all?
I wasn't really surprised, just because anytime you have 67 people voting on something.
Nike recently added Indiana Fever's point guard Caitlin Clark to their impressive roster. But here's a shocker. Caitlin Clark isn't just any basketball player. She's a generational talent with the potential to earn billions. Yet, in a twist that could make Hollywood proud, Nike hasn't fully marketed her.
Yeah, I think like you said, there's just so much talent on this roster, and I'm very thankful. Obviously, Aaliyah has been one of my teammates before with USA Basketball, and I know firsthand how great she is. And obviously, Erica Wheeler, somebody that's been having my back, and we're not even really teammates yet. So I can't, I'm super excited about that. So I'm a vet, somebody that's been in the league for a really long time, and obviously as a point guard, you need somebody to lean on and, have your back and ask questions. I don't have all the answers. Not everything's going to be perfect. So going to need people like that to surround myself with. And I think this, organization and this team is, the perfect example of that.
Earlier this year, the Fervor star and Rookie of the Year signed a contract with Nike worth a modest $28 million. We use the word modest because, based on Caitlin Clark's incredible performance so far, she arguably deserves more.
They got some calls where they got some and ones late in the game too. So I'm honestly proud of how we did. I thought we were pretty resilient, and hopefully we can shoot it a little better on Friday.
Go Tony and Christine.
Caitlin, we've heard from a couple of you guys about using this kind of series style as a playoff launching moment. You've had some of these series styles before this year, but how has your ability to adjust against an opponent changed throughout the season? What do you feel like you guys need to do better on Friday?
Yeah, I feel like at this point in the season, you're obviously very familiar with every single team that you're going to play. This is going to be our 4th time playing them. So I still feel like we haven't really given them the best that we have. So I think Friday is a great opportunity for us to do that. But yeah, it is obviously a unique experience. I don't know if we've played a team really back-to-back, other than maybe New York early in the year. I think we played them right away. We went there, they came back here. So I think it's one of those ones you got to go back and tweak a few things that didn't work.
With the deal she signed, you'd expect to see large commercial billboards and maybe even a Caitlin Clark sneaker collection on the shelves by now. But that's where things start to get strange.
I like that you're here. That you're here.
I do that at my family after every game, so.
Okay, well, let's start doing it to me and we'll be able to get along just fine. So, question is, you didn't have to turn pro. I kind of thought you would no matter what, but how much did Indiana have the number 1 overall pick because of the things you said and the driving distance to Iowa, just everything? I'm just wondering what role that might have played.
Yeah, it definitely played a huge role, and I actually played at the exact same time as the draft lottery on the night it happened. I'm not sure exactly who we were playing, but I was hoping that Indiana got the first pick. It would have made my life a lot better. So
Nike has done none of the things you'd expect from such a deal. In fact, they've done the opposite. There's been no marketing, no shoes, and nothing to acknowledge their relationship with Caitlin Clark.
Got a front row on the left too, Scott. Caitlin, there's so much change going on in your world. How do you be the best version of yourself while adapting to so much change?
Yeah, I think it's, I think just going day by day and, trying to do the best you can no matter what. Obviously, I would have liked to play a little better tonight. I think all of us would say that if we were all sitting up here, and as a team collectively, we would have liked to play better and shown a better product, because I thought we've had some really good practices leading up to this game. But, I think the biggest thing is just, learn from it, move on. Things are going to come fast. That's how it is. This season goes fast. There's 39 games left and plenty of opportunities to do what we want to do. But like Coach said, you have to be able to learn and watch it. And, that's the way to get better, because there's only going to be so much we can do on the court tomorrow before we play the Liberty at home.
So what's behind Nike's cold shoulder toward Clark? To provide some context, let's take a look at Nike and what they've been going through since 2021.
When you guys were rolling along there in the first half, and then Molly goes down, and kind of a ominous just energy in the building. They cut it to 4 from 10. Just how did you guys kind of stabilize things and refocus, and what was obviously a tough moment?
Yeah, I think that's kind of just speaks to our cultures. Like, it's always next man up. Obviously, it's hard watching an injury like that, and I didn't see it. I think a lot of us had our backs turned to it, but Molly's somebody that gives so much and plays so hard. I think, you kind of just want to do it for her, so it almost gives you energy in a way. It doesn't take it away, and I think they went on a little run, and then we kind of gathered ourselves, and I thought Sydney came in and played great, and I thought Kylie came in and played really, really well, and that's what we're going to need going forward. So I'm proud of our group. When they went on their runs, I thought we always had a response. So
what has this day been like?
It's been a lot, but this is what's so fun and so special, and this is what we've built here.
Nike has been struggling financially in recent years, with the company's market value dropping by over $100 billion since 2021. Things got so bad that the CEO was forced to step down, likely due to pressure from shareholders. Despite these challenges, sports remain incredibly popular.
Just giving the other team the ball. I think collectively, obviously, 25 turnovers is going to make it really hard for us to win. Coach said they took 66 shots, we took 50. It's really hard to win games when you give them 16 more opportunities than we had. It would be impressive if we won this game doing that. So I think some were uncharacteristic. I think their ball screen traps and hedges were really good, and we didn't fill up collectively to help out whoever the point guard was at the time to give a passing angle, and we turned it over a lot there. But they also capitalized on a lot of the turnovers that we had, in transition. AT made great plays, they finished layups, they found open people. So not only were they turning us over, but they were capitalizing on those too.
Second row in the middle. Caitlin, you talked a lot about gratitude pre-game. I think you used the phrase, how lucky are we, twice. In spite of your disappointment, I can still see some gratitude on your face.
It's been great interacting with all the young kids here today and really enjoying their energy. I remember running around golf courses and wanting to be at golf events when I was a kid. Do you think Nike is making a mistake by ignoring Caitlin Clark? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell.
Yeah, that's the reason I came here, is because of crowds like this. So thank you guys for coming. Maybe if it's not for me, it's for Stephen A., the man. But no, that's why I chose Iowa, but also I'm an Iowa kid. I grew up here. I grew up rooting for the Hawkeyes. I grew up 2 hours from this place, so it's really special to me. And my first year here was COVID, and it was really different, but now here I get to experience it with all of you. We're gonna play in front of 15,000 people every single game this year. Sold out crowd, yeah.